let's look at the latest information from Crypto Kirby and his fantastic expert trading advice. So over the last few weeks, there has been some criticism of Crypto Kirby with his incessant bearish outlook on the cryptocurrency. Well, mostly just Bitcoin, but probably the whole of the cryptocurrency ecosystem here. So he was saying 2 weeks ago, Wall Street rug pulled on Bitcoin. That didn't quite work out. They're about to dump. That one didn't quite work out. Urgent Bitcoin bull run over. Urgent. It was an urgent one. What was that? That was a week ago. No, that didn't happen. Then then he was like, urgent correction to $53,000. So that was 1 week ago. Let's just double check where he was at. Oh, we've got to give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
Data,
nope.
Rather than looking at what we do have in front of us, and that is all of this action down here. That is what this analysis is meant to provide for you.
So he was highly predicting that it'd be coming down to the below the 55,000 region. Let's see. Does he even say it, or does he just ramble on?
Looking at the chart in front of us.
Keep looking at the chart.
Continue to drop here.
Yeah.
Well, what does the historic price action suggest could potentially happen
here? And
for me, that is that we could be looking at a target range down between
52,000. Okay, that's where he was at that time. Let's see, and what day was that? Does it say what day this was on? 1st of November. Let's find that. So, the 1st of November, it was around about there. It didn't really drop. What was that? Maybe 2%. That's not what we'd call a dump or a correction or anything. It went down to, from around about 62 down to 60. So, yeah. Not a big drop, like the urgency that he was explaining. However, since then, it has gone up to an all-time high of 68,000. That's not too bad. So yeah, he was predicting that. He was very much pushing that. It was a price drop alert. It's an alert. It's not something that might happen in the future. It was an alert. It's happening now. Bitcoin to 53,000. Well, you were wrong there, Crypto Kirby. However, he's changed his tune. So, holy exclamation marks. Bitcoin headed to 87,000 now. Unfortunately, Crypto Kirby, although you've changed your tune here, I hope nobody was taking any long positions out with your advice here, because that was 6 days ago and it was meant to be going to 87,000, and the point was you said now. So let's see. Let's just check. Let's see this one.
Now, you might be saying, well, Kirby, that's just a line on a chart.
So that was his line on the chart. Yeah, that was his line on the chart. This was on the 2nd of November. So one day brilliant. 1 day later, he went from saying it was going to go down to 52,000, is now going up to 87,000 at that time. So let's just draw a new chart. So on November the 2nd, let's say somewhere around about here. Let's get a measuring. Does it say, can we see what actual price? He was at 64,000. He picks the best times, doesn't he? 64,000. He did his video at the peak on the 2nd of November. And yeah. Well done, Crypto Kirby. It went back down from his... it went down 5.7%. Right, okay, so... Wow, you really... Like, his advice is spectacularly wrong. So, when it was at $64,000... his advice was that it was going to go to 87. Let me just I'll take the magnet off here. Let's get the measure. 64. I'll find exactly 64. I'll do the measuring. 64. He literally did the video. I'll just zoom this in a little bit. At the peak here. 64. And literally 2 days later, it was down by 5.7%. And then if we go all the way to 4 days later, 6.2%. So that is actually more down than any of the videos that he had done before when he was predicting it was going to drop. Well done. So, but that was happening now. Okay, so always got to remember those exclamation marks. He's now gone up even higher. Urgent is going up to 90,000. He hasn't given it time, and then just 21 hours ago, he's going to go crazy Bitcoin 90,000. When he says it's going to go up, I'm thinking it's going to go down. Let's hear what he's got to say here. Analyze. Click that finger. Click that finger. What is he going to say here?
Your cryptocurrency expert.
He's an expert. He's a cryptocurrency expert. Never forget that. He is the one that's claiming to be an expert, which so far just not really working out any time he does it. So anyway, where is he at? When was this video done? The 5th of November. 5th of November, he was going to say it's going to £90,000. It was urgent. Bitcoin bull flag.
But this is very interesting because it's consolidating after
blah blah blah. Speed it along.
Fibonacci
Can we speed him up?
That we have here, dragging the fib from our old all-time high at about 65k down to the bottom there below 30,000.
Okay, go on and on.
Extrapolation up in that $88,000 to $90,000 range. Now, I'm just going to take a minute to explain what we're really looking for here from a potential bull flag pattern formation, because I feel over the past several weeks, especially with meme coins,
over the past several weeks, he's been wrong. Let's hear what he's going
to say. Junk coins that have been going crazy. We have had a ton of new market participants enter.
Yep.
Largely, they do have the IQ of a peanut or a gumball, whichever you do in fact prefer.
Oh wow, that's a good way. So he's insulting new cryptocurrency investors and saying they have the IQ of a peanut. Wow, Kirby, great way to make some friends there. No, I would say people are just gambling on things for fun. Again, as long as they're doing it with funds that they don't necessarily need, it's their spare change, their dollar cost averaging, then all good. But if they want to spend it on meme coins, go for it.
And some people don't understand what technical analysis is.
Who doesn't know about technical analysis? Is it the person that gets it wrong every time? Or is that a skill? It is it's almost a skill to get it wrong every time. But remember, it's a VIP elite. You need to be part of the elite.
So, for example, if we were to just dump from here, well, Kirby, you said we was going to 90,000 on a bull flag. No, I didn't say that, Stunad. What I told you is...
Did you not? He said urgent Bitcoin bull flag to 90,000. That's what you're saying in the title with extra warning signs down here. It's like, I think people can say that is what you said.
That we have a technical pattern here in the chart that if certain parameters are broken, which I'm going to get into
in a
moment.
Wow, he's really trying to cover his trail here, isn't he? Maybe if
okay, so let's go into what we're looking for here.
What we're looking for.
As I stated a few moments ago, right, we've largely just traded sideways here. It's nice because after a run-up of this magnitude, it really wouldn't have been odd to see basically a V-shaped down, right? An upside-down V.
Well, it wouldn't have been odd, but you were wrong. Yeah, that may have been what you wanted it to happen, and you may have been trying to promote that, but that never happened, did it, Crypto Kirby?
Right now, the fact of the matter is that we've traded for nearly several weeks at this point.
Okay, where are we at just now? So in this video, the price is at... Surely it's not at 60. Where is he at?
We haven't seen a massive
dump. It's at 60,000 and is now at 66. So yeah, so on the 5th of November, let's find his... where was the 5th of November? There. Yeah, he must have been telling us right at the bottom there. And it certainly has. It's gone up. At one point, it's gone up to... what am I looking at here? 75? Oh, 7,500 dollars has gone up, actually. The total being around about 68,000. It's had a little bit of a pullback today, but it's definitely gone up. However, the scale that we're talking about here, 90,000. Where would that have to have gone? Okay, we're going a little bit more off chart. A wee bit more off chart. Okay. To have to have gone up to get to 90,000, 48% from the time of his video. That's not quite happened. It's not quite happened, but good title nonetheless there, Kirby. Next one, urgent. It's finally happening. It's going up. Yeah, I think he's just found out that he just can't keep on trying to play. It would be going up to $100,000 and he'd be saying, "Oh, it's still going to crash. It's still going to crash. Oh, it's going down. Urgent. rug pull. Oh, quick, pull your money out. But no, that's not happened. So I think he's had to start being positive. However, he's crazy Bitcoin 90,000 confirmed. It's not confirmed. It hasn't happened yet. What are you on about? Brilliant. Yeah. Tip for everyone here. Don't take his advice. At least don't read his titles and think, this guy is a cryptocurrency expert.